slight pause, and then we'll go into...
What is that?
What is what? Popeye?
That's Will Smith. No.
4.1 million for a bullshit ass. See, AI is getting out of control.
Will Smith as yo, or some shit like that.
1, 2, 3.
What's up, film geeks and freaks? I'm Armando.
I'm Kenny.
I'm Riley.
And welcome to the first episode of the What Do We Know podcast.
We're 3 film students talking about movies, new and old.
We're celebrating our love for film.
So first, here what we want to do is talk about news and film, because of course, with our love of films, we do have an opinion on movie news, castings, XYZ. So the first one we are going to start off with, which is going to be a good one. Yahoo Entertainment writes out, Scarlett Johansson has reportedly been offered the lead role in Gareth Edwards' new Jurassic World movie. The Jurassic World movie is scheduled to be released in 2025. Johansson has not officially accepted the offer at this time. However, she's met with Edwards and producer Frank Marshall at least once.
Yeah. You see, for me, it's more, why are they still doing them? Like, did they not learn after Dominion? Did you guys see that? Dominion was ass.
Honestly, the trailer didn't even catch me.
Because the movie is basically, it's supposed to be the end of the Jurassic era and like the movie and stuff like that. Right. And then they made it a movie about bugs.
I mean, it's a declining franchise, but I mean, I just find it strange that they're calling it Jurassic World at this point. Well, like, is this gonna be the next movie, or is this not gonna be a reboot?
Yeah, so that's a good point, because they went from part to world because it was kind of like a new
start. Yeah, because that was the reboot.
Yeah, but if they're calling it, well, who knows? Maybe the world is not the official title. That could just be like the working name,
right?
In the sense because they probably don't have a title yet. But yeah, why are we still doing Jurassic Park movies? No,
I get it. I mean, also, I think the biggest argument is going to be like, oh, why is there a female lead for it? Because it has been a
that's not going to be an argument.
I don't think it's going to get brought up eventually if she accepts this role.
That's going to be brought up by internet like trolls, like people who
that's who writes this shit. No, I get it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a flying fuck whether it's female led or not. I mean, besides the Ghostbuster ones, but we'll get there next week. But I just feel like I understand her star power and what she brings as far as like movie budget and like, shit like that. But it's just like, that's an odd pick. Is that not an odd pick?
No, I mean,
I would have
given it sense like, are you saying like, will she be able to like act properly in that setting?
Right.
Or like being chased by a T-Rex?
Right.
Because I mean, in Jurassic World, we have Bryce Dallas Howard running, with the heels and shit.
I would have given.
Like she could do that.
I would have given her the movie.
Chris Pratt could do it. He's in Marvel.
Yeah,
but no. But I'm just saying, I would have rather given Dallas the lead of it.
But that again. Well, I don't know what they're gonna do with this one, but it's like that whole cast and just the trilogy or the franchise was supposed to end with Dominion. Like Dominion was supposed to be the end all, like the end game for it. That's how, or at least that's how they marketed it. I don't know.
Right.
I could be fucking wrong.
So do we have a problem with her being the lead?
I almost think it's beneath her.
I would say
I kind of agree with that. That's my point, because like
her most recent thing she was in for me that I saw was Asteroid City, which
that was good.
And also an artsy film.
Right.
Like, now the next thing that we're hearing about besides a Marvel movie is...
I feel like her big one is the Marvel movie, and then like just another franchise does seem beneath her. But I will say this is gonna...
I mean, she's got to get work somehow. I wouldn't really think it's like... No, I'm just saying, like, if she accepts it, like, because a lot of actors do the thing where it's like they just sign on to a film, even though it might
not
be shitty.
Knowing about.
Yeah, even though, and they just need it for a job.
Because here's the thing: what we don't know, we don't know like who's written it. We don't know if the script is even written or not.
Yeah.
Because also this comes down to Gareth Edwards. Do we not know? Gareth Edwards is a director who did Rogue One, Godzilla, and the last one was the Creator.
The Creator, yeah. I haven't seen The Creator yet. I heard it was a little mixed. Like
I heard the only thing I know about The Creator is that it was filmed on something shitty or something like that. Like, I don't know. Like they purposely filmed it on something that was lesser quality equipment to like make a statement.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did they do
I
that
thought,
with Godzilla?
I thought he did. I thought he did good with Godzilla. I think.
Which
I
one
think
was it? Was it the 2014 one?
Yeah, the 2014
one. The one, I liked Aaron Taylor Johnson in that. I mean.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking
Aaron.
like because Gareth Edwards, I think one thing he does really well is like the scale and scope of things. Like if you look at his Godzilla, bro, like when he
did like enough Godzilla in it,
huh?
There was more of the weird alien type.
I feel like that's not Godzilla. Really him though. I feel like that's not really him though. Because like he wasn't a writer.
Do we blame the script? Do we blame the? Do we blame the screenwriter or the director?
I guess we do. No, I mean, but I think I'm talking about like regardless of like his flaws in the directional side. I just think he got scaled really well because in Rogue One,
fell asleep.
The Death Star. Okay.
Okay.
The Death Star, like. That boy made that scene like with scale, like just in comparison, like it really gave it that. Oh shit, that's powerful, and this is like above all.
That was the CG
type deal.
Though.
So like
that was the CG people that did that.
Yeah.
No, okay, but like he has to say okay, like the director has to
go
say
lighter.
Because
go wider.
No,
yeah. Whenever I do shit
Scarlett,
like that,
if she takes the role, she's in it. I mean, I think she'd be a great lead.
Yeah, no,
she's a big name.
I will say just to finish it out, I do feel like him directing it, he is the right director to handle that world. Of course, it's going to come down to scripted storyline and what the new era is going to be.
Yeah.
So,
our next news topic
is the Batman 2 release date.
Let's send this over to Armando.
Oh, do we all want to take a piece?
No, Armando definitely is the head on this news story.
Yeah.
Well, let him go first. How about we just say it out loud real quickly?
Yeah.
The Batman 2 release date was delayed by a whole year. In a surprising turn of events, DC has delayed Matt Reeves' The Batman Part 2 a whole year, with Robert Pattinson's return coming in 2026. Armando, do you have... Also, I will say this, just to start off, the delay was reportedly due to script development setbacks caused by the 2023 Hollywood strikes.
Oh.
Armando, are you okay?
I never consider it a bad thing when a film gets delayed, because like I prefer when it's like, if it gets delayed, obviously I think it'll make the movie better, but
sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. That's not always the case, because The Flash got fucking delayed 7 fucking times and was released like 8 years after it was supposed to originally be released.
Maybe it's so good.
And like you saw that shit show, so yeah, I don't know. I trust Matt Reeves. Here's the thing. I know I believe he knows what he's doing, and this is probably for the better. The Flash had a clusterfuck of changes and just like a bunch of bullshit everywhere, so That's different. This I definitely believe will be for the better, but 2026. I'm 23. I'm gonna be 26 when that fucking shit comes out.
It's crazy that GTA is gonna come out before it.
Honestly,
I mean, it was gonna come out before it regardless, but it would have been within the same year.
Yeah.
And now, not Superman is the only film, the DC film that's gonna come out 2025.
I mean,
the only one,
the only DC film, not comic book film, just DC. It was gonna be Batman 2 and Superman.
There's no other DC film.
No, it was just them.
No, that's not true.
Then what else comes out 2025?
Joker 2.
Joker 2 comes out this year.
This year? Oh, that's right.
Bruh.
I mean that.
So it is.
Joker and Batman are pretty related.
No, I know. So this one is being delayed by a year to October 2nd, 2026.
Yeah.
That is not even like. I hate when they're like, oh, till another year, but then it's like you're releasing at the tail end. Just say that shit's gonna be out in 2027. Because
nah, please, I'll take whatever I can.
Do you also believe that movie is being delayed due to the strike, or is that irrelevant?
I just
no, it probably
was
because they weren't allowed to do it. Yeah, he's gonna be 40 when it comes out.
Also, Clooney played that shit when he was in his 40s.
But it's just like it's gonna fall into the James Bond problem. Like there's gonna be a part 3, isn't there? Like this is part of a trilogy. Like we don't want
as of right now, yeah.
And, and it's just like, what if Robert Pattinson gets to an age where the stunts are just too much for him?
That they will just get more stunt doubles.
I mean, yeah.
And then it just doesn't look as good.
No,
the movies look better when Tom Cruise doing his own
stunts.
That's
different though. Tom Cruise is like.
I'm just saying when he does his own stunts, the movies look better.
You can tell, yeah.
But but he didn't do all his stunts for the Batman 1. Like the motorcycle scenes, that definitely was not him. Probably maybe when he leaps and shit, but the motorcycle scenes and the Batmobile scenes, definitely not him.
Yeah, that's
like
definitely
again,
probably
Tom
true because
Cruise.
he doesn't know how to like ride a motorcycle.
Tom Cruise is a whole different like thing in and of its own. Like this dude be jumping off cliffs and airplanes,
breaking his leg.
Yeah,
and
he's just like he loves that shit. So that's a whole different thing entirely. But yeah,
So overall, like
we're upset.
It sucks, but also I feel like we get it.
Yeah,
Like,
we get
it's
it.
due to the strikes. I hate the saying like it's because the writers, whatever, yada yada. But it's just.
Also, didn't they have the 2025 release like down like before the strike? Like, wasn't that already solidified?
They had it.
The first one just came out so long ago. How is the script not done?
That's what I'm thinking. Also, I think maybe this was a cop out.
Well, because here's the thing. The original, like the first one, that one also took a while to write. Like, because Matt Reeves was like, Matt Reeves is very like, I'm gonna take
Batman movie.
Yeah, but also like he had to, because again he's starting like from scratch and shit. Like he had to figure everything.
No,
out.
he wants to create something new with Batman.
Yeah. So but like,
so I appreciate the trepidation of it. It's kind of just like I'm cool with it as long as we get a good product.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
All
I'm just
the next thing
you're upsetting her.
Yeah,
I get it.
The next thing we're gonna do is, are we doing your topic?
Hell yes.
All right.
I've been waiting. What is this? So I actually need to bring up the actual screenshot because I put it on my Instagram. I put it on everything because I was so fucking excited about it. But essentially I need to figure out when this was posted 2 days ago. So as you guys know, if you guys are Scream fans, literally, Neve Campbell is back for Scream 7. She literally posted on Instagram a picture of an untitled Scream 7 script, and she wrote the news saying, "Hi all, I'm so excited to announce this news. Sidney Prescott is coming back for Scream 7. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I don't care. The movie can be bad. I'm perfectly okay with that because I have Sidney back. Now, if we're talking about the last movie that she didn't get into due to salary and all that shit. It was fine. It was substantial.
What was the last one she was in?
She was literally in the one before.
Right?
She was literally in...
Was it in 5?
She was in 5. She's been in every single one except for 6, the last one. So she's been in every single one, minus the other one. And she only didn't do that due to a salary. We don't know exactly what the numbers are.
Yeah.
But basically, she wasn't happy with her salary. She backed out, and they still went on with it. Now, of course, they knew they were going to do fine because they had Jenna Ortega, who was coming off of Wednesday. Like, she's had fucking a huge, colossal year. So they knew with that and Melissa and bringing back Courtney Cox, they knew they were going to be fine.
Yeah.
Also, the story stood on its own. It was absolutely fine for a Scream film. I had no problems with it. I know Scream fans have like this huge rankings on the screens. I like every single one of them, and I don't give a fuck about it. But I am...
First one's the best one.
Obviously.
No argument.
Yeah,
no.
The first one's a classic.
No, there's no argument. I mean, Wes Craven changed the game with that first one. And
if it's your first time watching that movie, that's going to be one of your like best first time watching a movie.
Yes.
The whole guessing who the killer is.
Oh, yeah. And at the end, you never would have guessed that. Never.
I would have never guessed there was 2 either.
That too. No, I mean, I could go back. I mean, I watched that when it came out damn near. I think I was like 8, and it blew my fucking mind. And
that's probably the age that I watched it because I was just when I was discovering horror movies.
But it was just like, it's crazy to think like how far Scream, the franchise, has come. Because I thought after 3, I don't think it...
She's one of those people who's just stuck with the franchise, like Jamie Lee Curtis being in these new Halloween movies.
Yes.
Like, the fact that she's in this, like, you know...
And we are in a new era, so like it's only fitting that she does come back. And they did throw her in the last one. They gave a little teaser of Sydney in... I don't know, did you guys watch the last one?
No, I didn't mention.
So like in the last one, they had said, it was Gail Weathers, Courtney Cox's character, who said a little something where, you know, Jenna and Melissa were like, is Sydney coming? And then she had said, no, she's hiding. She's with her family. She wants her happy ending. So we got a little bit of it. So it didn't rule it out, but it also didn't say like, hey, like, we're just ignoring the fact that she's not here. Because Sidney Prescott loves Ghostface. Like, she would be up in that shit. But I am fucking excited about this one. My only thing, because we don't have any word on if Courtney's coming back, which I'm sure she will, because Courtney Cox is the only person that has been in every single one, so I'm sure she'll be back.
Yeah.
We don't have any word with the other casting because we do know at this point Melissa, Say her last name.
Oh, Barrera.
Her and Jenna
Ortega.
Oh, okay. That's
you
English.
can't say Ortega.
no, but like
Ortega?
Jenna Ortega, like both of them are now out of this next.
Yeah,
film.
but and that's like where the controversy or like the discord comes in because like
Right.
you know why she was kicked off, right?
Right. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
it's kind of crazy because I just feel like art is going to be art, and
yeah, it kind of sucks because
it's one thing if she was like
I think it's shitty the reason they kicked her off and like
and that was studio.
Yeah, that was the studio and like honestly and you know what's funny, they tried to get her back and she was like, oh no, like you
fuck
want to
y'all.
kick me off, yeah,
right.
So it sucks because like I'm glad she's back in it, like Nev Campbell, like you know like
Same.
you know she's great and definitely probably like the staple of like the franchise. So but at the same time I'm like, damn, y'all did some dirty stuff to get to this point. So like it's like,
but then again, I will say if you take Melissa and Jenna Ortega's salary out of it, you can't give Nev a little bit more. So maybe that's how we got to.
Yeah, maybe that's why she agreed.
Maybe that's how we got to the end result.
Then again, I think that I don't know how much she's asking for, but
right. I'm sure she's not asking for like 10, 20 mil. Like
yeah, I know that like some actors are asking for too much at this point. That's why movies are not getting made.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, I don't think of her as like someone who's going to ask for the moon, but I feel like she is going to stand on her own and say I should get what I deserve. And
what did the last Scream movie make?
It made over 100 mil in the box office.
In the box office?
It was I think besides I think it was one of the highest ones.
Well, I'm just curious.
No. I know for sure it crossed the 100 million mark.
169.1 million.
Hey, what was the budget?
Probably like 20.
Budget?
It was in New York, probably 30.
Yeah, it was probably...
Go on Wiki. Wiki will have it.
35 mil.
Okay.
Yeah, 2022's, which was 5, was 24 million. The original movies was 14 million. And the only other ones that were kind of like high on the high end was 4 and 3, which were 40 million each.
All right. So I feel like as long as Nev doesn't ask for more than like $1 million.
And I don't feel like she would ask for more than that. But I feel like because they have Jenna and Melissa.
That's only if she's the lead.
Yes, because
if she's a background character, she doesn't deserve a huge.
No, I get that. I fully understand that. But I don't see her. Here's the thing: if she has been in in the whole franchise, and then you try to offer her $100K, she's gonna laugh in your face. Like that's crazy. I'm the legacy character. She wrote the script on this shit.
If they offer you $100K to be in a 3-minute scene,
I don't. Yeah, but let's be real.
I'm not
she's not gonna be
the guy who played the killer in the first movie.
Matthew Lillard?
No, the other one.
Skeet Ulrich.
Yeah, Skeet. In the last movie.
Oh yes,
he was in it for like.
Oh yeah, he wasn't in it for much, but
he didn't deserve that much.
But like we don't know what his salary was.
Yeah.
No. But I don't think of her as like being snobbish and being like asking for.
No, but I feel like a scene that like is that long, $100K is pretty.
But
good.
again,
it's pretty nice.
But again, we don't know what the parameters of it was.
True,
we don't know if the last one she had a bigger role in it to where she'd be like, I have to be away from my family for 2 months, and you want to pay me how much? Nah. But with this one, I know Matt and Tyler, the directors, they're not directing it. It is Kevin Williamson who's wrote most of the Scream franchise, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did 5 or 4, but he did the original trilogy, and they're great. My only concern, my biggest concern, and it's not even that great, but my only thing is that he's directing this movie. He's only directed 1 movie prior, and it was not good. I don't know. Did you guys hear of Teaching Mrs. Tingle?
No.
It's not. It has Helen Mirren in it and Katie Holmes. It was released like in between Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer. It was basically like a teen thriller of like.
If the viewers don't know, there's a generational gap between us here.
Fuck you.
Well, he's right.
But also, but he has only directed 1 film under his. He's been a screenwriter most of his career, and the 1 movie he made, I think, did like 8 mil in box office, and he spent like 15 mil. And I think most of that probably went to Helen Mirren because I don't think Katie Holmes has it for a lot. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, that's the only thing I'm kind of like iffy about is like, can he direct? But as a positive.
Well, wait, but like, he only has writing credits?
All he has writing credits. He has one directing credit.
Fuck.
That's my problem.
Yeah.
But I will say
this. That happened with X-Men Dark Phoenix. The writer, Simon Kilberg, I think is like, I may be mispronouncing it, but he was a producer and writer on all of them. He went in for his directorial debut on Dark Phoenix. If y'all have watched Dark Phoenix,
you know why?
Yeah, you know. So like, well, maybe this time it'll be different. I don't fucking know. But
no, I mean, I will say this too. At least Kevin has worked alongside Wes Craven and Matt and Tyler, and he kind of has the blueprint. Also, there are 6 other fucking movies that he has enough of. Yeah. And I will say Teaching Miss Tingle came out in 99. So I hope between that and now he has brushed up on something.
Over 20 years?
He could still make this shit and bomb. Yeah. Let's be clear. Let's be fucking clear. But that's my only thing.
We're happy that Neve is back.
Nev. I will punch you in the face. Ever disrespect my queen.
Yeah, I hope the whole thing with like her pay, like her.
Well, obviously that's fixed. She signed on.
No, because like, you know, a lot of it was also because I don't know, like that was messy because some say that she was asking for too much, but then there were others that said that she wasn't paid nearly enough as she should have, even though like, so I don't know, like I know the situation was like a little messy, so whatever. If she does, I hope she like.
I'm happy
all that
she's
bullshit
back.
Is resolved.
Right. At the end of the day, I'm happy she's back.
But yeah, still like, you know. Yeah, they did Melissa dirty. Like,
no, for sure. They did Melissa and Jenna. I mean, Jenna left.
Jenna left to like to stand with him.
She blamed Wednesday's shooting schedule, but I know that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Because I feel like her.
Oh, no. She definitely left because of her.
Yeah, no. Because it's just so funny that happened right after. But I will say, we're happy that Nev is back. Hopefully, Screen 7 will fucking be lit. And we'll see who else joins the cast. And we'll see.
Probably Courtney Cox in those.
She for sure will. I don't think she's doing much. No shade, Monica. But
all right. So the next thing we were looking at is a trailer dropped today. We were looking at the Crow remake. And do you guys know? Have you guys seen the first movie?
I watched it when I was little. I don't remember jack shit about it.
Do you guys remember the controversy around it?
Yeah, I think it was like because it was like satanic. Or some shit.
No. Look at that shit.
I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's the main guy was played by Bruce Lee's son.
Bruce Lee's son. Yes.
Really?
And he died on set.
Yes, due to a bullet.
He was shot.
I didn't fucking know that.
They were using a rubber bullet and they shot him. And he got rushed to the hospital and he died.
Shit.
And then the movie still came out, and so people were like, "Yeah, this movie's." So now they're remaking it, and we were gonna watch the trailer
blindly and talk about it. Yeah, I will say also, like, they did release like 3 or 4 different fucking spinoffs. Do you know there's a Crow spinoff with Tara Reid in it?
I only watched the first one,
and honestly, that's all you guys needed to watch.
Period. Like anything.
The first one, it's pretty good. It's kind of like a dark, like, you know, movie.
Isn't he kind of like a dude trying to exact revenge type shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen it. I will say also watching this trailer, we'll get a synopsis of what it's going to be, because
they might be just doing a completely different thing with it.
That may be true.
It
also,
could just be vague, but let's.
Do you have your volume up?
Let's get into it. Okay, so we just finished watching the trailer. My first thing I noticed was a lot of VFX blood.
It's a trailer.
They didn't seem to use any practical effects.
Well, it's a trailer.
I don't
know. So sometimes a lot of it is like unfinished, so maybe it'll look better when the film comes out.
But I would say that's not going to change it from being VFX blood, like, you know, versus.
Well, no, it could. It could.
No, they can't go in and unless they reshot it. It would still be VFX.
Well, I don't know shit about this movie, so what am I saying?
Well, I'm just saying, what do I know? Like the way that a Quentin Tarantino does a gunshot. Like, you know, he has the blood pack, and it just explodes and releases the blood. And this, they go in editing, and they take the effect of blood going a certain way, and they overlay it on top of it so that it looks like it.
Fair enough.
And I just like it better when it's that because the physics of the blood and everything look real, and you see the weight of it.
I get
In this,
it.
I could see how flat the blood was.
I get what you're saying. I agree. I get what you're saying.
Do not talk while you yawn. Stupid.
The flatness of the blood was just taking me out a little bit, even though the story and everything, I liked how he was like some unkillable menace.
No, I mean personally, I don't mind the blood. I guess I'm not as like, I don't know. I don't mind it. It looked well done. I mean, I guess if you watch enough like bloody movies, I can see where you're coming from.
I love gore movies.
I will say for me, like when I'm watching it, like it's one of the last things. Like I'm so in that world that it doesn't. I don't question, is that fake blood? Is it the like? I don't. So to me, it didn't bother me. I didn't mind it. I did like the storyline. Also, didn't know FK Twigs had ass on her because that was.
Yeah, it was a nice ass.
Yeah, no, she's a singer from the UK, and never seen her act in anything, so I don't know if this is her acting debut.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I've never seen her act.
No, I just thought it was an actress I never heard of.
No, she's a singer from the UK. She dated Robert Pattinson for a while.
She seems to be in around 30 minutes.
It don't, yeah, but you.
Is she dead though? Because she was like, you have to save her or something.
Yeah, it's also I will say as far as the trailer is concerned, I'm just like, so pretty much it's gonna be he either saves his girl or not. But
I guess I tuned out a little bit, but I was watching it more of him trying to get revenge on them for killing
his
her.
girl. Yeah, no,
yeah,
I get
but
that.
well, that's what it looked like. But like she was like drowning in some like thing, and then, like the guy was saying he's gonna save her, or I gotta save her.
Maybe it was like a dream sequence.
Yeah, I assume that was more like he was like kind of approaching the afterlife or whatever with her, and then he's like, I'm gonna go back and kill these motherfuckers.
He said, no, never mind, we'll swim up.
I have a mission.
Right. I need air. No, but I didn't mind it. I would watch it.
No, I would watch it for sure.
I'd watch. Sure.
Yeah.
I'd give it a shot.
The 3D blood.
I don't know shit about the original, so
yeah.
The VFX blood doesn't like deter me from watching something. It's just like when I see something with practical blood, then I go, oh my gosh, I love
That's
this.
great. Right. I will say there was some controversy a couple weeks ago because they did, I think it was Lionsgate, release like a still because we knew that Bill Skarsgård was playing the Crow. We just didn't know what he was going to look like, and
because he's not painted white. He doesn't have the
there was that.
He also is just like he's got his short hair and he's like more punk.
Well, they also said the reason why there was a controversy was because they said the critics and everyone online was saying that the Crow was like he looked too sexy, too hot, and it was going for a more goth. Like we could obviously Brandon Lee, who played the original Crow, is different looking than this guy.
I honestly think that Brandon Lee has a more handsome face than Bill Skarsgård.
I think because he was tatted and his body was out for most of it, maybe. At least from the still, it was literally a picture. It was a still of him in this getup, looking in the mirror, body out, tatted, and people were just like, "You're trying to make him look sexy."
Just because you have a good body doesn't mean it's for sexiness.
That's true. No, I absolutely get that.
Like, and they're also trying to portray him as some very capable, fighter, and to be that you have to have a really good body.
No, absolutely. Also, let's be clear: whenever something is redone, it's never ever going to live up to the original actor or whoever played it.
I would have to disagree.
Go ahead.
Because of what we're talking about today.
Wait, what?
Oh, Dune. Okay.
We're talking about Dune,
right?
And, the Dune original was a little
doesn't hype it up.
Doesn't live up to this one, in my opinion.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, let's. So for our first episode, we are going to review Dune 2.
Yep.
Before we get into it, we just want to give a little spoiler warning. We are going to go through the entire thing. So if you haven't seen it, you can skip ahead or come back later. I don't know what to tell you. Do you, boo-boo? Do you? But we are going to do it. We literally all went to go see Dune 2. When did we see it? Last Saturday? When did we see it?
We saw it on Thursday, yeah.
Did we? Saw it on Thursday. So you had seen it. You watched Dune 1 twice. I actually didn't watch Dune 1. I tried to. But due to schooling and scheduling, I fell asleep when I put it on. So
I watched the first one twice in a day. I watched it and then I was like, I love that. I'm going to just go from the beginning and I'm just going to rewatch it right again.
Yeah, I watched it the day before as well. I definitely was that's pretty good, man.
I will say also, even though I didn't watch Dune 1, I did do my research and I did watch like 2 YouTube videos.
We made sure he knew.
Yeah. No. I was fully aware of like the world and
did his research.
Yeah, I did my research enough because I damn sure didn't want to go into Dune 2 without knowing jack shit about anything because it all would have come. I will say now that we've seen it and me having like the reviews and stuff, it did help me a lot. Had I not seen those reviews, I would have been lost from the jump. So shout outs to YouTube and all the people that fucking did the reviews because it actually helped me with the breakdown and everything. But I will say for someone who didn't see Dune 1, this movie, I don't have many complaints about it. I think it was well shot. It was well done. I don't know much about the books or the original movie, of course, but I will say for the movie on its own, it stacks. And it's great performances, great visuals, the storytelling of it all, the direction of it all. Like, I don't have too many gripes about it, but also I didn't see Dune 1 and don't know much about the original. So what do I know? I don't fucking know.
I thought it was really amazing. I mean, there's not much to say in the sense that like acting was great, like you said, well shot. Everything on Arrakis, like when Paul does anything like walk on the sand is well shot. It looks great. Everybody, Javier Bardem being the best hype man ever. Like
Ever.
Paul takes a drink. He said, fucking looks at Zendaya. He said, looks at his mom Jessica. Like, I mean, not much to say there. The Baron, Stellan Skarsgård. Damn, bro.
I would say the Baron, besides
even though he's not in it much.
Besides Austin Butler's fade, I'd have to say Stellan Skarsgård's the Baron was my favorite character. He's just such this looming threat the whole movie, and just like you can see this thought behind his eyes, and it's menacing.
Yeah, because that's about all you could see of him. Because that body makeup, like whoever did all the,
he showed up like 8 hours early to set.
No, for sure, because like that was a feat. I didn't even know he was that until y'all told me. I was like, "There's no fucking way."
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was a completely different actor. But I would say, shouts out to the fucking squad who fucking had to put that boy in makeup because I couldn't tell jack shit that was him.
Agreed.
But I will say, as far as, like, everything is concerned, like, it's a fucking well-done movie. It's a well-done sci-fi movie, especially for, like...
And Denis is, like, he's known for his sci-fi movies.
Yes.
Yeah. Arrival.
Blade Runner.
Yeah. Like, he definitely would have been probably one of the few people I would have called to do this type of movie. Like, I couldn't imagine it to be done by any other director. And honestly, I mean, if we're going to talk about, like, the storyline of it alone is fucking crazy. And it jam-packs.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I mean, I always hear the discourse about, like, the first one was just a big setup for this one.
Yeah. And the thing is that it totally is. Like,
Yeah.
After watching the first one, I was just like, okay, where's more?
Yes.
Where is it? I just want to see the next one so bad. So I'm glad that I did see it right before I saw the second one because I would have just been mad for a couple of years.
Right. No, I mean, I just feel like if we're gonna go down to like story plot, because what was it that you looked up? It was this movie was part of like book 2 and
it's just like both these movies still haven't even finished the first book.
That's fucking wild.
And it's just that this movie covered 300 pages of actual story.
That's insane too.
Over 2.5 hours.
Yeah, no, I think this one finished
and they changed a lot too.
So I'm sure.
Because this one wasn't it that it finished off the second book, like the final act
or
of book 1.
It would be like part
something.
2 of book 1 or whatever.
Yeah. No, I think it was act 3 of book 1, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's wild what they did, but
I'm not sure.
But I mean, it was well thought out, and I will say for what was it, 2 hours and 45 minutes? That movie.
I don't think it was that long.
Was it?
Pretty sure it was.
Was it 2 hours and 47 minutes?
It was 2 hours and something. Let's see.
I mean, I might be wrong. Either way,
2 hours and 46 minutes. Yeah.
For a 2 hour and 46 movie, I will say the pacing of it kept moving.
Oh no, yeah, the pacing I thought was ridiculously well because did not feel like 2 hours and 46 minutes.
No,
it was really good, but I was sitting there an hour into the movie and I was like, where is Austin Butler?
I guess
it's only because I saw him from the marketing material. It's not because I felt he needed to be in the story or the story wasn't moving.
Yeah, it was more like damn, when is he coming in? Because
I was just like, I know that he's the villain in this movie, and I haven't seen him yet.
But where's Homie at? No, I get that.
But then they introduced him, and they gave him another hour and 40 minutes to be like.
Yeah, like they gave him his whole introduction. Like he had the black and white fight arena, which looked great, by the way.
No, I will say also, I don't know if you guys caught it, but only in Give Me the World Again.
Arrakis?
No, this is where my ignorance is coming out.
Which world?
The black and white world.
Arion, something Prime, Gigu Prime.
I got it right here, baby. I'm on it. Hold on.
Gigi Prime.
Oh, we're going through the.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, is it Gigi Prime or something like that?
Yeah, but the world that the House of Harkins are on.
I'm shooting with Gigi Prime.
Can you find it? I can't fucking find it. Is that... Do they even care about that world? Because I don't even see a name for it. But anyways, I will say the planet that the Harkins are on... Harkonnens. Excuse my sci-fi language. I will say that the one thing that I noticed is that... And I don't know if you guys caught it, but I looked it up later after we left, is that world is specifically black and white. And especially when that scene came out where they were all fighting, like, beautifully done.
Yeah.
Beautifully shot. Like
the only thing is that when I first saw it, Stellan Skarsgård was pretty overexposed. Like he was like almost too bright. But it's just like I can't describe from that. It's a hard thing to shoot.
I will say also you do have film student eyes, so that shit. So like it's like if we were just. Again, like if we were just some random child watching it, you would have noticed that. But us being film students, yes, you will catch shit like that.
No, I mean, did I catch it? I'm not sure. But
it's just like how the one shot. It's just like how the one shot when the Emperor's ship arrived. I noticed how the cutting of it, the jump cut.
I remember what you're saying. I remember what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, it's more like because I think that was it because even like when Austin Butler showed up, like he's bald in the movie.
He had no eyebrows either.
Like that shit was like.
I think that they kind of got better when they got into the arena. It's just like the sun was almost beaming on Stellan Skarsgård.
It was just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, there's certain points, and I mean that shit is. Maybe that was what is it called? Maybe that was an artistic choice where he wanted it to be overexposed. Like we don't know, but
it could be like he's.
But it's notable to catch and be just like, why the fuck is he so damn bright? I mean, and even like Austin's character, like that shit was wild. I will say anytime they shot any of the Harkonnens, I will say like they did well with that world. Like that shit was almost eerie in a way. Because it was so eerie. I mean, and I know that was
every time Austin Butler was on the screen, you were like, okay, what random person is he? He's just gonna slice the neck off?
Yeah, he was a little unhinged,
and he just like, oh, feed him to my girls.
Even Homeboy that was fucking shaking to give him the knife that he died with was just like sweating.
And when he wanted it, like he wanted it sharper. He's like,
well, he sharper. Did he stab old girl first? And then
he stabbed one of his servants.
Yeah, I was just like, Jesus Christ.
And then he slit some homeboy's throat.
Yeah, I was just like...
that's when he said, it needs to be more sharp.
They are pretty pretty.
Shit.
No, I mean, that's... For someone who hasn't seen Dune 1, I was...
Okay, so...
Nothing's quick.
We were talking about the Harkonnens. I know in the books, like one of the big things that the Harkonnens are big on, like the body modification. And that's why the Baron has this cool spine that allows him to levitate.
Yeah. I mean, I will say that those characters are fucking fantastic. And they fit so well in this world. And I mean, spoiler alert, we won't see much of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who killed the Baron again? Who was it?
It was Paul.
It was Paul?
Yeah, it was Paul.
Paul killed him on the steps, and then what was it? Dave Bautista's character got killed by
by Josh Brolin. Oh, what's his name? Gertie, right?
Yeah. And then
Gurney.
There you go.
And then Fade was Paul again
with that insane duel, bro. Like when the music cut out,
he's like, I'll find you, cousin, or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, we're cousins, are we?
Yeah. I thought that was that was a weird introduction. But yeah, once everything stopped and they started fighting, and that silence was so fucking loud, you could hear a pin drop. I was like, this is fucking great.
Yeah,
and no, it was like, may thy knife chip and shatter. Yeah. And then Austin Butler doesn't know what the hell is happening. He's just like, oh yeah, may thy knife chip and shatter.
Yeah, he was almost like mocking.
He was like, yeah, fuck you though.
Yeah,
no.
May that knife chip and shatter.
And then also once like what did he say something about?
Yeah, he was like, is that your toy?
Is that your toy?
Your plaything?
Boy, that amped his shit up real fucking good.
That gave him the boost.
For sure.
You know, and then he finished him off which was, like the whole duel was well choreographed. Like you said, the silence.
It added texture to that whole scene.
Yeah, and it just it spoke for itself. Like
and I will say, typically when it comes to like final battles, I mean, they're either really fucking well done or they're fucking terrible. Where it's just like that's it. Like
because it's the climax.
But that one was enough.
That's kind of what was the problem with the first one. Was the final battle was like,
man.
We wouldn't
watch it,
but it's
right.
Paul kind of outshined him.
Yeah,
like it was not a challenge.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
He was just like, is he playing with him? And it's just like the whole struggle of the fight was for him to kill him, and it just wasn't actually that entertaining of an actual fight.
Yes, and to be honest, if like I've watched that scene, and with that final battle in Dune 1, I was just kind of like, you could have thrown this in the middle, and it just would have been somebody else he defeated. Like it didn't hold weight the way that this final battle held weight.
Yeah, the way that one was supposed to be, because it was his first kill, and it's just we had the emotional. Stakes
connection
there, but we didn't really have any physical stakes there,
right?
Because we needed him to have been a better fighter, and it actually been a challenge for Paul. Because even Duncan Idaho talked about how the frame, like he had never come so close to dying,
right.
and then he killed 40 of the most elite fighting squad in the galaxy. But he said the Fremen were the hardest people he ever fought. But Paul. No diff the people that they said was a great fighter.
Right.
They're like, you'll die by his hand. Yeah. And he just was playing with them according to Stilgar. It's show him as being a good fighter.
No, I get that. I mean, if you want to stack final battles between Dune 1 and Dune 2, I mean, Dune 2's final battle just takes the cake. And it's almost not even a comparison.
Yeah, but also, the situation itself is also more,
the stakes of
Dune 2
the
stakes
way higher.
The stakes of Dune 2, that win or lose was whether they lost the entire war or not.
Yeah. That's true. No, that one definitely held a lot more weight. And maybe... I don't know, for whatever reason. I think a lot of people who watched both movies will agree with that statement. Yeah. That was, like you said, well choreographed. It was just well done from top to bottom, even shooting wise, and just every angle and shit like that, and the way it progressed. And
because the beginning and just a lot of it was because the sun was in the back, so it was two shadows.
Yes,
when it started off, you just saw great.
No, that's one that you will, if you are a fan of film, especially sci-fi movies, that is a final battle you will remember.
If you're a fan of movies, you'll like that.
No, true. Even if you're not a fan of movies, you'd be like, that shit was sick.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Even if you want, you'd be like, damn. Especially with the silence, I felt like it made you feel a certain type of way. It was forcing you to feel a certain type of way. Honestly, that made me feel I was a bystander.
And then the second he killed him, he pulled out the sword, and guess what happened?
Bro, I've been seeing that everywhere, and it's from that part.
It's from that scene.
And Javier Bardem was like,
we are in the middle of this super tense scene, and it's he finally kills him, and then it's just Listen, I got you.
Yeah, but here's the thing: it wasn't even funny.
It wasn't. It added to it, but after you watch it and then looking back on it, you're like, he didn't have to say that shit, but it was so funny.
Every time you're watching it, you're with them.
No, for sure.
You're like, it is.
It is. No, it's the one time you're like, oh, he's actually correct. Like,
yeah, he's him. Oh,
yeah, Sergio is actually on that shit.
The one time, he's always right.
I mean, it was a little delusional throughout. Stilgard, yes.
Paul is he shall save the galaxy.
No, but like again, yeah, like I said, like I think everything that also happened prior also added to it because, like, you know, it was like Christopher Walken's character, what was his name? Yeah, the Emperor. He like, you know, the whole revelation that it was him, and you know, and Paul being a total chat and being like, I'm gonna marry your daughter while fucking Zendaya's right there.
Riz ass shit that I've never seen before in cinematography.
I mean, Florence Pugh.
I mean, no.
I wonder if they're gonna play into it or not.
I mean, is it gonna be like that?
I don't know.
I know in the books that Paul is very his own man.
No, I will say like
more he's the Rizzler type shit.
No, like he is for Chani, and he's like, I married you for this reason. For your power. I don't care.
Yeah, okay, yeah, here's the thing. That's what I was thinking, but like
Florence Pugh.
That's what I'm saying. I could see Denis being like, oh, let's
play into this.
Yeah, let's give you a little bit of a romance to make it more dramatic.
Where it's the typical rom-com where it's like two people that shouldn't be in love just so happen to fall in love.
Yeah,
like I don't need the Hunger Games bullshit.
They like doing a slight deviation from the normal story,
of course,
to increase.
I can definitely see them, but so because I mean I don't know, like whatever you looked up or read, is it that like he ends up or he just like loves Chani in general and he has nothing?
There's a scene where
spoilers for the Dune book, I guess.
Florence Pugh says
spoilers all around.
Says to Paul, and she's like, don't you like want anything to do with me? And he's like, you know, and he says like verbatim, you know why I married you, and you're not the woman that I love. Like, you know, the woman I love is somewhere else.
Imagine saying that to Florence Pugh. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Well, also in the book, Florence Pugh wasn't there,
and also in the books, another character we're going to talk about.
Well, I wanted to bring up this because, of course, me not having seen Dune 1, I was like, okay, cool. Like, they've seen it. They're fans of it. I was really wanting to see it, but, of course, I fell asleep. So me watching Dune 2, I'm just chilling there in the middle, and we're vibing. And then all of a sudden, Anna Taylor-Joy pulls up on the screen, and I'm like, I didn't know she was in the movie. I look over to my left and look at fucking Armando, mouth on the ground, look over to my right at Riley, and he has the same thing. And then I'm sitting there being like, I don't think they knew.
Yeah,
I don't think they knew.
Because it was just like a very like rumor. Like people were like, even, you know,
I hadn't even heard the rumor. I had no
clue. You know what's funny is Zendaya did an interview recently where even she was like, and then
but then Anna Taylor-Joy's like clip is her saying like, you know, I had such a great time working alongside the cast of Dune. It's just like, you were an insert shot.
We don't know. She could have done more scenes. I mean, and Zendaya's just playing it up for the interview.
Or maybe they filmed shit for Dune 3 already or some shit.
But that's not even greenlit yet.
No, I know, but I'm just saying no. But
they could have because they were like, we are going to make it 3.
Yeah, but no, it was crazy because again, I had heard the rumor, but I was like, you know, I don't always believe the shit. You know, there's such thing as false rumors and just like fake stuff. But yeah, when she came up on the screen, I was like,
oh. No, it wasn't. You're downplaying it. You were
it
like,
also plays into how much Armando loves Anna Taylor-Joy.
That's too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Anya Taylor-Joy one day sees this, probably not. But
what's good?
Yeah, you know.
Slide in the DMs.
No, she's a great actress. Like all jokes aside.
No,
she's fantastic in everything she's in. I just. Wait, what?
Peach, Princess
Mario
Peach.
Movie?
Yeah, she did Peach, guys.
Prolific. No, I think it's just funny to sit there.
No, yeah,
and not expect it, and then just
totally
see your guys' expression. I was
and
just
mainly because, like, in the movie, I wasn't thinking about that at all. It's like almost when I was watching the movie, like, obviously I was paying attention to everything, and I forgot. That's part of my reaction. I was like, oh, like that was in the back of my head. I was like, oh, it's true. Like they sound like
I was so confused because I had no idea what the hell Aaliyah was.
True.
Like, I don't know. She was talking to this sentient fetus the whole movie.
That was a whole nother
trip out too.
That's how
powerful she is, because I've heard that she's
she's
a very important thing in the future.
We talked about how she in the old Dune movie they stuck to the book and she's like a birthed child in the second one.
Oh yeah, she's like
she comes out walking.
She comes out talking about the political state of the world. And as a fucking baby.
Yeah, because I mean that's due to Jessica having fucking inherited the blue,
the Reverend
the
Mother,
blue shit.
The water of life or whatever.
Yeah, the water of life is what they called it. Yeah.
No, I mean it definitely. I mean it's one of those things also, which is very smart, probably on Denny's thing, is showing that scene is almost prepping you to really fucking be excited about the next one. What Aaliyah can do.
It's what they did with the first one with Zendaya.
Oh, because they teased her throughout the whole first one?
Imagine that scene with Anya Taylor-Joy, but instead of the one time, they did the same thing just 20 times in the movie.
Yeah.
She did
that's kind of what they did with her.
She did say for the first movie, did Zendaya do a week of shooting, if that? She wasn't even there for most of it.
She wasn't a couple days. She was the most. She
probably could have did it in one.
No, she was in the movie the most towards the end, and even then she was just
it was just dreams.
That was the last 20 minutes.
That's what I'm saying.
I think
it was just her
I think the only action scene she really had was when she killed him in his dreams.
Yeah.
Huh?
I wouldn't let you hurt my friends.
No, but I think it was just compare it to this. And obviously what we're prepping to see is that Aaliyah is something we have no idea. Because we don't know how it's going to play out in film. No matter what the books say.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the books either. Her role. I just know she's
I'm curious what she's going to... is there going to be a time skip or something to the next movie?
Well, obviously
because the next one's called...
You know what? Good question.
The next one's called Dune Messiah, which is the third book.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah. And we didn't even really tap into the second one.
We haven't done Dune 2 at all.
Maybe I don't know.
So if they do just do a time skip and give us straight to that storyline or whatever, and I don't know anything about the books besides a couple scenes and stuff like that.
Yeah, Dune Messiah is the second book.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Children of Dune is the third one.
Huh.
Because but it makes sense.
Maybe I'm thinking that the first book has 3 parts, and we haven't done part 3 of the first book.
Yeah.
No, we did. I think that's what's
I don't think so.
This finished.
I don't think this finished the first book.
Oh, let me see. just to make sure.
No,
I'm pretty sure there's something that's between this and Dune Messiah that we're not seeing.
So the second installment of Dune will hit whatever. Dune 2021, the first one, covered the first half of the series, the first Dune book. So instead of acting as a Dune
the
sequel,
first part of the first Dune book.
Yeah. So Dune Part 2 will cover the second half of the book.
Okay.
I don't think so. That's not what I heard. Based on the research that I researched.
The research that you researched.
Yeah.
Lamau. Well, I don't know. That's what it says here. If you want to double. If you want to double make sure, go for it.
Double, triple make sure?
Yeah, double, triple make sure, go for it. Yeah, Dune 3 may refer to the proposed sequel to Dune Part 2 by director Denis Villeneuve based on the 1962 novel Dune Messiah. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I see.
It's because Dune, I'm not sure whether Dune the Prophet is in the movie or not, because that's the third part of the book.
Anyways,
I don't know. It's confusing.
We'll drop that for the next one. You really want to know?
I need to just read the book.
No, probably.
I'm just gonna read it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna read the book because by the time motherfucking the third one comes out,
which will probably be 2026 or something.
Yeah.
Be around about you give you a good enough time to fucking. Did we even get word if Dune 3 got greenlit? I'm sure it should have.
It's not.
No one said anything about it.
But it's one of those things that it's just it literally just give it that time of it being out and then they'll go.
No, for sure. Because it's not doing bad at the box office.
Oh yeah, it absolutely is not.
Isn't it killing the first one already?
Probably.
Dislikes. We'll go into dislikes.
Sure.
Was there anything that you disliked about Dune 2? Is there anything wrong with it?
Not that I can think of, like, personally. I mean, not really. I don't really have any gripes with it.
I feel like we would have different opinions if we read the book. Because, of course, we would be like, it was different.
Yeah, because
we could really nitpick it.
Because, we have a friend who, she's read them, and she was like, damn.
That's where I get a lot of my knowledge from.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the things I'm thinking of is from things she's told
me. A
me.
lot of the Dune, yes.
No, but, like, she said that there was some scenes that she was like, damn, why did they cut that out? That adds, like, a lot of, like, context, I think she said. To like some stuff. So I think I feel like maybe we would be like, I wish they included this if we had read the books.
She did give us good insight from the book side of it. So but then again, I'm just like, well, that don't affect me because I didn't know that shit when I was watching it. So it don't affect me that much.
That's my point. So I don't really think I have any like gripes. Like
I don't think I have any gripes. I mean, it was a well shot movie. It had great characters. I
wish they had done more with the Emperor.
I could see that.
I can, like maybe, like just like
Christopher. Did he have how many lines? Did he have one line?
No, he had some lines, but
he had a couple, but he just wasn't as prominent as he was in the first one.
Like Florence Pugh, really took over.
Florence Pugh ran that shit.
She was the head of the government.
She was almost damn near co-emperor because he won't doing shit. She was almost persuading him.
And she was the only reasonable one. She was like, maybe Paul Atreides is alive, and he's like, no, he dead. And then she's like, but what if he is, and he finds out what you fucking
and you fucked up.
Yeah, can you imagine what'll happen?
To
and
you?
He's like, nah. And then he's alive, and then she's like, yeah, he's alive, bro.
She's the fucking Messiah. She fucking thought of why as it was written.
She was like the only one in that movie that was like, wow, we are so fucked, bro.
She's like, you done fucked up, and we're fucked
up. Yeah, everybody's fucked. This whole spice bullshit, damn it.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't have any gripes about it. I know we brought it up, but Javier Bardem, I could watch him in all the Dune movies. They better not kill him off. That dude was a fucking G. He was the only comic relief, and they handled that with very good care because it is hard to watch a sci-fi movie and there just be a random laugh. But it was like...
Yeah, and again, it's not even made funny for the sake of being funny within the movie itself.
That's just how the character is.
Yeah, it's just that's just how he is, but you can't help but be like,
they literally
gassing him up, bro.
They had the biggest Monty Python moment when he's like, I don't believe in the Messiah. And then they just cut to the scene of Stilgar going he says he's not the Messiah.
He's so humble.
This proves even more he is the Messiah.
That shit was the funniest thing I've seen in a long fucking time. I've watched many a comedies.
Yeah,
and that shit.
It's made better by the fact they're doing it in his language. So he's just like da da da.
Yes, that character alone, they better not fucking touch him because he was so fucking good, just as character, as he was. Even towards the end when he was like, "You could kill me," I'm like, "Bro, chill the fuck out."
He said, "Kill me, take my place." I think that's what needs to happen.
I'm like, bro, he'll take that shit to the grave.
I feel like at this point, fuck the rules and fuck everything. You got the Messiah right here. You don't need to follow shit. Just
right. And now that is very apparent. He is it. Yeah. Maybe he'll chill the fuck out for the next one.
Nah, I've heard he fucking
goes
because
off.
I've seen a thing on Twitter where it was Paul Atreides in Dune part 2, and he has one kill, which is Faye. And then in the future, and it's a ridiculous fucking number.
Shit. I mean...
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't think he's going to chill.
But the thing is, I think that in the future, that's a number that's probably going to be
in the movie,
it's a pretty big fucking number.
It's going to be a command number, though. I
probably.
command these people to die. Not
probably.
Not he actually killed them.
He's not going to put hands on all these people.
I don't think...
Because the thing is that...
No. It's way too many to do that.
His kill count is definitely more than one.
For sure.
At the end of Dune 2?
He killed there was a whole montage of them protecting their planet against the Harkonnens.
Oh, I guess
he probably killed a bunch of Harkonnens, or they're not the Harkonnens. What's the name of that group of soldiers? The people that do the throat singing and have the super deep voices. They're the army that the Harkonnens hire for the whole...
Oh, I don't know. I can't tell you their name, but...
Yeah, I don't know.
I would say, those are the people that do most of the, leg work of the Harkonnens.
Kind of.
Yeah. Right.
No, you're right. No, I don't remember. I don't know if it was one exactly.
Paul definitely kills a bunch of those guys.
No, I don't know if it was one. But I know it wasn't like a big number. Like in comparison to like what he does later on.
It's like the Eren Yeager kill count.
Yeah,
except Eren Yeager actually did that.
Yeah, he killed a lot more. Probably. Actually, I don't remember. I don't remember the fucking count.
Eren Yeager killed 4 billion.
Did he?
Something like that. I mean,
how do you know?
I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't even know who the fuck you're talking about. But I mean, I honestly like. I don't know. I just hope that they keep him. Like, he was a good addition to that storyline because he was a little delusional but hopeful.
Would you call it delusion though?
No, he was absolutely right.
Because like they do talk about the Lisa Nagaleeb, and it's just like
it's what they believe in. No, absolutely. But
like, I think it's like it may be a prophecy that was like implanted there on purpose by the Bene Gesserit, but it doesn't make it not true. He is the person they're talking about.
No, that's right. But I feel like because there's so much pushback, people would say he's being delusional. We know that because we're watching it happen. We know that. But I feel like because he's like hopeful, you almost root for him, but he's delusional, which gives him a little bit of a comedic effort on it.
Yeah.
Like, I just think well-rounded. Also, like, him and Sandworms, like, down for it. Down for the cause. I don't know how the fuck you write it. But I mean, I'd fall. I wouldn't give a fuck. Like,
I don't know how they get the carriages on there.
No, I mean,
wait, the what?
They how the baskets of people.
I do, yeah.
Like, how do they stop the freaking
looking like a fucking Greyhound bus going down the street? I said, why is there 87 people on here?
Yeah, no, I think it's got to be like they look at the trajectory of the worm and
everyone jumps at the same time
right here, or just sit down, and then you'll be like, it's got.
I have to imagine they have to.
I don't know how the fuck
they must find a way to stop the worm. Because
but how? How do you stop a fucking worm like that?
Jurassic World.
Yeah, fucking Jurassic World, the 3 fucking like
Scarlett Johansson.
You really got to pull those reins back.
Yeah, but like
you really got to pull the reins back. One gets on and really just ties it down.
One goes up and says, "Hey, buddy."
Yes.
Hey.
Hey.
Sun's getting real low.
We need to get out here real quick.
Or it's like the SpongeBob episode. What did they give the worm in the episode that like calms him down?
A crusty crab patty?
Nah, I don't know. But
anyways, before we get on a SpongeBob tangent,
what do you guys overall think of the movie?
Like the score?
Mm-hmm. Let's rate it.
Out of 5 or 10?
Yeah, we'll go out of 5.
We'll go out of 5. We'll give the letterbox type.
Letterbox type rating.
All right.
Do it.
4.5. 4.5.
4.5.
I believe my letterbox, I gave it a 4. Oh, and I would only say that not because there's anything wrong with it. It's just sci-fi isn't really my taste level, and I feel like that comes down to it. Even if a movie is great with great acting, great characters, like we talked about, like it was a fine movie. Would I watch it again? Absolutely, but I wouldn't. It's not to me. It didn't change cinema, so that's why I can't give it a 5.
Personally, I gave it a 5.
Did you really?
I gave it a 5, and I have 17 movies at 5 out of like 1,000. But I think that it works. Everything works, and everything works exceptionally well. It's not that everything works good and there's no problems. I think personally, everything works amazingly and there's no problems. So that's why I gave it a 5.
Fair enough.
Even the overexposure?
There one overexposed scene. I think that I could find one overexposed scene in almost every movie.
Probably.
Besides a movie that's all dark, like a horror movie.
Right, no. I mean, that's a fair rating.
Yeah, that's a fair rating.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go into... So do we want to do our letterbox top 4? Or
sure. Like, so we're just going to name them off, right?
Yeah.
No, no context, no nothing.
We're just gonna tell everyone
hold on.
What our favorite 4 movies are.
Yeah, and then if you want to follow us on Letterboxd to see our garbage ass taste or great taste or whatever, depending on your view, we'll leave it
in the description. Honestly, I'm still rebuilding mine because me and Riley just got on Letterboxd, and we've been wanting to for a long time, but Armando was the one that kind of talked us.
I'm a veteran, so those of you that have had it for a while and know the shit,
his shit's good.
Yeah. I recently just rated on like 1,000 movies.
I have to rate and review it at the same time. I cannot just rate it and leave it. Like I will say,
I'll review it a different day.
Yeah, because honestly,
no, there's some films that I don't review. It's just kind of like just because I don't, I feel like what's been said, what's had to be said, it has been said. Like for Dune 2, I didn't write anything just because like.
What's there to say about a great movie?
I just wrote masterpiece ...
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
No, and that's fair.
Yeah, like for my review of the Batman, if you look at it, it just says cinema. Period. Because it is cinema, you know. So,
no, I get that.
All right. So Armando, what is your Letterboxd top 4?
At number 1, I have Back to the Future. My favorite movie.
Well, we have number 1 and number you're rating.
Oh, we're rating it right
No, I'm just saying if you guys want to, I'm just saying the rest won't be rated. I'm just saying that. Back to the Future.
That is your number 1.
Yeah. Okay. Back to the Future, my favorite. Then after that, again, not in order. The Breakfast Club, Empire Strikes Back, and Whiplash.
Didn't it change a couple days ago?
It did. I had the Social Network. Social Network.
Yes, you did say social.
5, like it's right there. Honestly, on like a good day, if I'm like,
it might go up to 4.
It might go up to 4. Like
we just need Letterboxd to do a top 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so mine's not in any random order. I just got it, and honestly, I am the most back and forth on what it should be. But I feel like I have a cohesive top 4. My top 4 is Kill Bill Volume 1, the original Scream, classic, Fight Me, The Bodyguard, which is I don't know if you guys know, but a Whitney Houston, Kevin Costner film.
I haven't seen it.
It's fine. Put it on your watch list, please. And then Artificial Intelligence.
Oh, the Spielberg one.
The Spielberg one.
Okay.
It was it's just heartfelt. I love that movie. When I need a good cry, I pull it up. I ain't gonna front. Go ahead, Riley.
All right, so my top 4, I would say
number 1.
Number 1, I'd say my favorite, the best directed movie I've ever seen. I'd say number 1 is Jaws, and then in no particular order, my one's following. I'd say Alien,
great,
The Breakfast Club, and Hereditary.
I respect that.
I love how you both have Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club is amazing.
I love how you guys have it in your top 4. I'm 10 years older than y'all, and I have not even seen it. It is in my watch list.
No, you should. It's fucking incredible.
Watch Bodyguard, I'll watch Breakfast Club. Deal?
yeah, that's fine.
It'll be one of our topics on the future episode.
Yeah.
We'll just do a Breakfast Club.
The Bodyguard and Breakfast Club.
The Bodyguard. Bodyguard.
We watched The Bodyguard. He watched the Breakfast Club.
Honestly, it will change your life.
Yeah.
It will. It will. Okay.
All right, so that has been episode 1 for the What Do We Know podcast. Hopefully you enjoyed us just on random ass tangents, just talking about movies. If you like that, there's more to come. Stick around.
Yeah, we are film students who basically do this right after we get out of class. So we were just we need to put this in podcast form.
Yeah, we spend hours.
Hours. I mean, there's been a time where it's gotten a little dark, and I'm like, I should go. I don't give a fuck. But
yeah, wasn't the sun out when we got out of class?
Did we get out at noon? It is 5 p.m.
Yeah, it is
no,
5
but
p.m.
we definitely wanted to start this. We talked about it. At least me and Riley talked about it for a little bit. And honestly, once Armando came in, I was like, we have to. We have to. There's no fucking way. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. But we are looking to do a weekly review on a newer film along with updated news and some other fun stuff. This is just the first episode. So if you like it, subscribe, all that YouTube shit. We'll have our socials, follow us. If you hate it, fucking tell us in the comments. I'm a fucking keyboard warrior. I will fight you. So if you don't like it, cool.
I also, if you don't like it, it'll be okay.
Yeah, no. he won't do shit.
Yeah, I don't really care.
I'll take the fight.
Go do your own thing.
Now, do you boo-boo, but don't say any slick shit. But if you have any suggestions, future
for sure.
Comments.
Something constructive.
Or a movie you really want us to watch.
Yeah, we can do that too. Yeah.
But if you made it this far, you either are crazy or are watching from the future.
Or
related. We have made it big.
Or related to one of us.
Yeah, so,
or my mom.
Mom, sisters.
But, thank you. We know this has been pretty long, especially for our first episode.
Because we've been recording for 3 hours. We'll cut it down.
We might not have kept your attention the whole time, but we hope you enjoyed a couple of things we talked about.
Yeah.
So
for those 5 of you watching, thank you. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.